Susie off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keys.
it's in and out.
that's her car.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to call the October 23rd, 2025 regular meeting of the Moraine City Council to order at 6 o'clock. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen,
Here.
Mr. Miller,
Here?
Mr. Doherty, Ms. Marcus,
Here.
Mr. Burchett,
Here.
Mrs. Witt,
Here,
Mayor Murphy.
Here.
I'll make a motion that we excuse Mike Doherty from this meeting.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Ms. Marcus,
Yes.
Mr. Burchett,
Yes.
Mrs. Witt,
Yes,
Mrs. Allen,
Yes.
Mayor Murphy.
Yes. Now, if everyone would please stand and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Who has copies of the October 9, 2025 regular council meeting minutes? Does anyone have any changes or corrections? Hearing none, it's approved. Now we will go into reports. Finance Committee, anything to report?
No report, thank you.
Finance Director, anything to report?
Yes, Mayor, you have in your packets my monthly financial report. Our revenues are strong at 77%, and our expenses are below target at 60% overall. We'll be having our first round of year-end adjustments presented at the Cal meeting this evening. We also had a very good 2026 proposed budget review work session on Tuesday with you all, and I appreciate council's time and valuable input and discussion. So thank you very much for that. That's it.
Committee of the Whole, anything to report?
Yes, our last meeting was on October 9th. The items from that meeting are on tonight's agenda, and there will be another committee of the whole meeting following this one tonight. Thank you.
City Manager, anything to report?
I would just say ditto to what the finance director said on the budget meeting. Thank you for your time and hard work. And other than that, just the written report unless there are any questions. Thank you.
Law Director, anything to report?
No, Mayor, thank you.
And I have no report tonight, so we will go into business. Anyone wishing to raise a question about any piece of legislation listed on this agenda will have 3 minutes at this time. All other topics to be addressed to council will be heard later in this meeting.
Mayor, I have four people signed up to speak tonight. Joelle, 5236 Springboro Pike,
That has nothing to do with what's on the agenda.
Germantown.
Yes, not about Germantown. She would be later. Because what she needs to talk about is not on the agenda.
Oh, okay. That's
what I'm saying.
Just the zoning, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, okay.
Good evening. I have a few handouts I'd like to pass along here real quick to everybody. So I know I only have 3 minutes today, so I'll try to keep this quick and go through this relatively quickly, but thank you for your time this evening, and thank you for considering the zone change request to B1. What you see in your first piece of paper on the front page is your current zoning map, as well as the townships surrounding you. The request to zone this a B1 will not substantially change the overall makeup of Germantown Pike. As you can clearly see, there are areas already along Germantown Pike that have B1 zoning, and there's little pockets along that road for miles. So we're just asking for that to be addressed and considered in our application. The second page is something that came up in some of the other meetings that I thought I'd like to address with some facts instead of just some opinions. So this is, these maps that you see in front of you are exact trade areas for the existing stores of Dollar General nearby. The one on the left, I will point your attention to the most, that's the nearest store in Germantown. Anything in blue that you see on the map are Shoppers. Anything in red indicates the higher frequency of those Shoppers. So if you're blue, you shop at that store in Germantown. If it's bright red, you shop there frequently, and then everything in between, as you can see on that graph. So as you can clearly see in the little pocket of Ellerton that we're talking about, there is a lot of red, and there is also a lot of blue. So that tells you there is a lot of shoppers currently in that area within 2 miles of our site that currently shop at the Dollar General down in Germantown. What we're proposing to do is create a new store here that services those people so they don't have to travel on Germantown Pike that far. So this is direct data. This is not opinions. This is facts of who's shopping and where they're coming from and how they would access our site and the people that our site would serve. The third page, I would ask you to look at. Traffic has been a lot of conversations throughout our meetings. This is from an engineering company that shows exactly how many trips that the site will have, both coming in at peak hours in the morning and the peak hour in the afternoon. Down on the left-hand corner, you will see a breakdown of what this actually means. So for this store, in the peak hour, there will be 0.4 cars visiting per minute.
Mr. Allen,
Okay.
your time is up, sorry.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Please look through the rest of that package, and I would love your vote for the approval for this store. Thank you.
Mary Getter, 6891 Germantown Pike.
Good evening, council members. I'm Mary Getter. I live at 6891 Germantown Pike. And I appreciate Mr. Allen's steadfast information. However, he doesn't live out there. If we live out there, we choose to make the trip to Germantown. We do not want a business there, whether it's a Dollar General or any business. We don't need that rezoned B1. Mr. Garrison does not live out there. He has no concept of what it's like to live there. He owns that property, yes, but owning a property and living in it is totally different. So when he thinks he knows what our community wants, he didn't go around to any of us in the neighborhood in Ellerton and say, hey, what do you guys think about this? We were never consulted. And for him to say, well, I thought it would be a good idea. Well, he can think, but it's not a good idea. We are the ones that have to look at that. We are the ones that are going to be the ones who have to deal with whatever traffic, with whatever lighting, with whatever. We just don't want a business out there. We live in the country. We would like to keep it that way, and I would sincerely like for you guys to vote against this B1 rezoning. Thank you.
Brett Scott, 6879 Germantown Pike.
My name's Brett Scott. I'm at 6879 Germantown Pike, and I too am against this. We don't want any businesses out there. This is a rural community, and I hope everybody notices or looks at the paperwork of all the signatures that we turned in at the planning committee. There's a lot more against it than there are for it. And I just hope you guys look at that, and even the traffic would be horrendous. If they're only going to be 0.4 cars, how is this store even going to be open? That's kind of mind-blowing. Also, the lighting, we're right across the street. I know you guys have codes, but enforced that code, we can still see the lights of Dayton. And we can still see the lights of West Carrollton, and we can still see the lights of Miamisburg. So even though you say they point down, they propagate quite a bit of light. So I hope you guys don't vote for this. Thank you.
Drew L. Garrison.
Good evening. There's been a lot of talk about traffic. There's the intersection that keeps being brought up.
Oh, you need to say your name and where you live, please.
I'm Orpheus Garrison. I live at 5571 Shepherd Road. I own the property that we're talking about. Okay, there's an intersection out there that the opposition groups keeps bringing up. They claim it has a problem with it. There's a worse intersection at Soldier Home and Route 4. The only way to decide if that is a problem at that intersection is do a traffic study to decide whether there is a problem, whether you should widen the road, whether you should put a light in, whether change the speed limit. I do remember Dollar General saying that if they went in, they would do a traffic study. And I think that's probably what that intersection needs. I bought this property that we're talking about a couple of years ago because there was 14 homeless drug addicts living in tents in the backyard. They were getting money by allowing people to dump trash. There were mounds of trash there. I own all the property around it by a good margin, at least 300 yards. So I had to see that all the time. And I vowed to never let that happen again. If you look at the zoning map, to the east of my property, up against my property line on the east, about a half a mile away from this site, is the ball field, Zone B1. If you look north of this site, about 300 yards, diagonally straight across the street is the graveyard, which is B1. You come down and go straight across the street from this site, and the gentleman there has applied to have B1 for him. He has withdrawn that because he didn't have a business plan. Right south of that, straight across the lane from my other property, is a property that has 5 businesses operating out of it. Transportation in Alakai, Ellerton Enterprises, Getter Farms, Frebco Piping, and the one you're probably most familiar with is CG Construction, does contract work for Moraine. You go south, straight across the property line that I own, about 400 yards from this site, is a church, B1. Diagonally southwest, there's a firehouse, which I believe is B1, but I know it's not R. So there's been a minority group that's very vocal that does not want this place. They claim they're in a rural area. You as the leaders of Moraine would know whether there's actually any rural areas in the city limits of Moraine. I really doubt that there are.
Mr. Garrison, your time's up.
All right. Well, I came here today to ask you to assist me in mitigating this problem of that house by having it torn down by Dollar General and a new discount retail building built. Any questions? Thank you.
And last I have Doris Fisher, 6919 Germantown Pike.
My name is Doris Fisher. I live at 6919 Germantown Pike, just a stone's throw cat-a-corner from where this is going on. Number one, I'm sure that those of us who are here who are affected really appreciate that the other side is referring to us as a minority group. We're not a minority. This is the majority in our life. This is very important, way more important to us than a lot of other people. The other thing, which my mind just went blank, I apologize. The traffic, 0.4 cars a minute, all right? If my math is right, that equals 24 cars an hour. Number one, how do you maintain a business like Dollar General on 24 cars an hour? Is this just gonna be an eyesore on down the line to close down again? I would like to know, as us being involved, are we privy to have copies of this information that was given to you guys? I would be interested in having a copy of that. These, the reds and the blues or whatever that go down to Germantown, so they're taken from Germantown. We heard earlier that this was not gonna take from either of the stores and cause an eyesore. down there. So I'm really getting the thing that Peter's trying to rob Paul, and somebody's gonna lose in the end, and we're gonna end up in an eyesore on either end or across the street from our place. Something's going on here, and if our traffic pattern cannot handle the traffic we have currently, even if it is only an extra 24 cars an hour, it's more than what we can handle. The businesses that are there right now, the church that was mentioned, moved. Church isn't even there. The firehouse, nothing goes on there. The business at Frebco and all that, there's, I think, I live next door to it. There's like 4 or 5 cars a day. There's nothing contributing to traffic there. These are all, and I hate to say non-contributing to the traffic, but basically, that's what we do. There's nobody around us really contributing to this traffic issue. This issue, even if it is a paltry 24 cars an hour, which I would be, not want to open up a business for that and build and everything, but if that's what it is, that's still 24 more cars than what we can handle out there. So I appreciate it if you would vote no on this and think of those of us who are really invested in this and who live out there, and we do invest in out there because we want to be there for the aesthetic that it offers, not for whatever they're trying to do over there. Thank you very much.
That's all I have as far as speakers signed up.
And then we will go into our ordinances.
Ordinance 2200-25, an ordinance denying a zoning district change for city lot number 4988 and located at 6844 Germantown Pike within the city of Moraine that encompasses a proposed 1.5 acre lot in Exhibit A from parcel ID numbers J4420420100034 and J4420420100035 from R2 Single Family Residence District to B1 Neighborhood Business District.
This ordinance denies the request for a zoning district change at 6844 Germantown Pike and additional land. This is the second reading of the legislation. Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to, for the ordinance denying it going to R2.
I already made a motion.
Oh, roll call, please.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
No.
You don't want to deny it?
No.
Okay. Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Ordinance 2201-25, an ordinance to amend Moraine Codified Ordinance Section 521.07 entitled Fences.
This ordinance approves text amendments to clarify language and code requirements in the fences section of the Moraine Codified Ordinances. This is the second reading for this legislation, so I will make a motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Ordinance 2202-25, an ordinance to amend Moraine Codified Ordinance Section 1181.04 entitled Standards for Accessory Buildings and Uses in Residential and Agricultural Districts.
This legislation approves text amendments to section 1181.04 of the Moraine Codified Ordinances regarding fences. This is the second reading of this ordinance. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Ordinance 2203-25, an ordinance to amend Moraine Codified Ordinance Section 1181.05 entitled Standards for Accessory Buildings and Uses in Conservation, Business, and Industrial Districts.
This legislation approves text amendments to section 1181.05 of the Moraine Codified Ordinances regarding fencing. This is the second reading of this legislation. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Are there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen,
Yes.
Mayor Murphy.
Yes.
Ordinance 2204-25, an ordinance to add a new section 1185.23 to the Marine Codified Ordinances entitled Mobile Food Vendors.
This ordinance approves the addition of section 1185.23 to the Moraine Codified Ordinances regarding mobile food vendors. This is the second reading of the legislation. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy.
Yes.
Ordinance 2205-25, an ordinance to amend Moraine Codified Ordinance Section 1412.02 entitled Parking.
This ordinance approves text amendments to section 1412.02 of the Moraine Codified Ordinances, allowing for a gravel pad in the side or rear yard for the purpose of parking additional vehicles as outlined in Exhibit A. This is the second reading to the legislation. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy.
Yes.
Ordinance 2206-25, an ordinance to amend Moraine Codified Ordinance Section 505.08 entitled Cruelty to Animals Generally.
This legislation approves text amendments to section 505.08 and adds language for the protection of additional types of animals. This is a second reading of the legislation. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Are there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy.
Yes.
Ordinance 2207-25, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Moraine, state of Ohio, for the period January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency.
This supplemental appropriations legislation is to provide a budget of $250,000 in the Capital Improvement Fund for the bid process for the splash pad design and also construction drawings and preparation for the 2026 splash pad project. This also includes a budget of $250,000 for a transfer from the general fund to the capital fund. This is the emergency legislation. So we'll make a motion to suspend the rules and allow for the first and second readings at this meeting.
Heard the motion, or is there any questions? Comments? Roll call.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy.
Yes.
2207-25, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Moraine, state of Ohio, for the period January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency. Second reading.
This supplemental appropriations legislation is to provide budget of $200,000.
Mr. Miller?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adopt.
Yeah, we're still on 2207,
We're still
sorry.
on-
Oh, I had to,
It's okay.
oh, I had to read it again.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy.
Yes.
Ordinance 2208-25, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Moraine, state of Ohio, for the period January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency.
Okay, again. This supplemental appropriations legislation is to provide budget of $200,000, excuse me, in the Capital Improvement Fund for the demolition of the old Splash Marine pump house and bathhouse. This also includes budget of $200,000 for a transfer from the general fund to the capital fund. This is an emergency legislation. I make a motion to suspend the rules to allow for the first and second reading at this meeting.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Motion to approve. Or do you have to read it
I have
again?
the second reading. Ordinance 2208-25, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Moraine, state of Ohio for the period January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency. Second reading.
Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes. And now we will go to persons appearing before council.
That be Joelle?
Yes, it will.
Thank you.
Good evening, council. My name is Joelle Coleman, and I own Paw Print Grooming on Springboro Pike. I bought it in 2012, and we've had a really, really good run. About 2 years ago, we started having issues. We have new neighbors now, and apparently what is theirs, and what's mine is theirs. I've had to repair my fence many, many times. I've had to have cars towed out of my lot. No one speaks English, so there's no communication. So we're having a really, really hard time. Zoning has come out once to let me know what I could do to keep them off my property. So I did get that, but it's becoming a real issue. My girls can't go out back to take a break because we have public urination. There is trash everywhere. It's just really changed, and this is the first time in 13 years I've thought about closing up shop. I can't, every day I go in and there's something new. We have taxis dropping people off, women and children in the back, and they go into the garage and they just don't come out. I don't know what's going on, but the girls are starting to be afraid to work there. So zoning has helped me a little bit. I don't know where to turn at this point. So I'm looking to council to maybe direct me in the right way, because I have so many Moraine residents that come to my shop. And this is where I wanted to be. I picked Moraine to start my business. It means a lot to me. My kids were raised here, and I don't want to move, but honestly, I'm getting a little afraid. So
What is the business next door? What,
I don't know, because it's not listed as a business. So I don't know.
What's the address of it?
Mine is 5236. I think theirs is 5230, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know
One
that.
is an empty building. It used to be,
It's been many, many things.
Yeah.
5230, ma'am. It's been a lot of different things, but the same person owns both sides of me now. We've just, like I said, it's been a mess, and there's no communication. If I try to say something, I get a hand in my face and no speak English, and that's all I'm getting. So I don't know what to do.
So have you called the police? How many times?
I've called the non-emergency number because I don't feel like it's an emergency, but I just need help.
We have the chief, maybe he can address it later.
Okay. Well, I appreciate anything you can do.
And I have no one else signed up to speak.
okay. And then we'll go into any other business. Does anyone on staff wish to speak tonight?
Prescription drug take-back is this Saturday here at the rec center, 10 to 2.
Now we have.
So I wanted to thank everybody for coming out to the Boo Bash. It was a great success over at the Gerhardt Civic Center this year. Normally it's over here, but we took it over there this year, and I think it ran very good, very smoothly. The whole night was good. The weather was perfect. We couldn't ask for better weather and conditions. But I do want to thank Dia and Kelly and the rest of our staff for a fantastic job. on this event for all the decorating that they did. A lot of hours went into that, so I want to congratulate them for everything they did. I also want to thank the street department, maintenance department, police, fire, IT, all their contributions to this made this event really good. So I don't know about it being there next year. I thought about it a little bit more because I know a lot of people would like to have it back there. But if there is construction going on with a splash pad, it might be a little bit different. Might be a little difficult to do that. But I talked to Dia about that, and she said she can make it work. So,
Was there parking problem?
I never heard of it. I didn't hear any parking problems. So, if there was, I'd like to know,
Yeah, that
so then we
sounds
can
good.
maybe figure that out. But I didn't hear any. So, but other than that, I also want to congratulate Nick Cerise on the birth of his baby boy. So, that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, guys, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
A few updates on the building. You've probably seen the front's pretty much wrapping up. We got the front doors in, finally. We're buttoning up things inside the building. If you walk in, it looks fantastic. The new floors put in with the city seal in the middle. We're still, there's things that, trying to just wrap up loose ends. As of right now, everything's still, we're on track. Kim called me today and asked me if we can still go through with transferring the mail to start over there first part of November. So as far as I see it, we're still pushing forward. I don't see any delays as long as I can keep Aaron on track. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, thank you guys for helping fund this project. It's turning out great. I know there's been some hiccups along the way, but I think it's working out great. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I think you'll be really shocked. Also, thank you for funding the project up at Firehouse 30. That project is kicked off. Bathrooms are starting to get remodeled. So far, they look great. As you guys seen probably walking in, the painting of the building. Thank you for funding that. I think it's starting to look great. I think it'll be a good change. It'll go more fluent with Brent's master park plan that he's wanting to do. Kind of update the face of the city here, looking at it. We're trying to go more towards where we match the city building. And I think everything's turning out great. Everything's coming together. The handicap ramps, we're looking to hopefully start at the Civic Center next week. I got the early okay yesterday. So permits, they said would take a couple days to go ahead and get the final stamp on them. But I'm hoping to have that kicked off maybe next week, fingers crossed. We're really close on nailing something down with the new door systems that we're trying to put in at the Civic Center. So Mike has I just dropped them off to Mike right before we walked in here. So a lot of things going on, a lot of updates in the city, and I appreciate you guys working with me this year. I think we're moving in the right direction. I think a lot of people in the city has been wanting it, and I think we're making it happen with Mike's leadership and your guys' help. It's a good thing for the city. I think everybody's been kind of itching for it, and we're making it happen right now. So, any questions from you guys?
Rocky, is there a timeline on, I mean, they got started on this building pretty quick with the paint. Have they told you when they'll finish up? I mean, it seemed to move very quick once they got on site.
Well, when you guys called me yesterday and you said, when's this kicking off? And I said, tomorrow.
Right.
That was literally, we were kicking it off. They were ready to hit the door running. We were trying to get them ahead of when we start doing the drainage project here. So I'm trying to stagger everything to where I'm turning everything in the timeline. And then as soon as I kick everybody out of here and back over to the city building, we're gonna start on the project, refinishing the main floor downstairs. We're gonna do a polished concrete down here, so a lot of things are, I got a lot of irons right now cooking.
I have to ask this, when are we gonna start putting this building back to the way it was?
It'll happen fairly fast. I mean, that'll probably be me and Craig, you guys all know Craig. That'll probably be me and him. We'll be pushing through that probably all winter long, tearing down the walls, the temporary walls, probably getting rid of the half walls that's in community development right now, getting it ready for Brent for when he does a transfer from the weight equipment downstairs. These walls that you see, a lot of you guys know where Jimmy's office used to be. Those walls will be coming down. That'll be part of the new floor when we get it redone. It was actually the way that the building was designed originally. It was never where a custodian closet was, so me and Brent has bounced ideas off of possibly going back to what the original scope of the building's design was, where it being a walking track on the main floor, and then you would actually utilize them, the two glass hallways, where people walking, when he gets rid of the buildings, the shower houses and stuff, the people will be able to walk around and look and see outside, see the nature, and, yeah.
Rocky, will we have our kitchen back?
So me and Brent has actually talked about that. Maybe it won't be what it was or where it was, but we've talked about it maybe going into a different location in this room, possibly on the far wall. So we're
A bigger kitchen?
You don't need a bigger one, we just need a kitchen.
That
Yeah.
means a stove and everything.
I'll let you answer these, Brent. Would you like to take the podium here?
Rocky, I have one more question. Yeah. Do you see us having our first council meeting in December over there?
I'm doing everything in my power. I've been leaving my thumb on construction guys saying, hey, this is where we want this for that. We want to do the Christmas lights there. We want to do I'm leaning hard on them to try to, so that way we can get to that point. We all want that.
If it doesn't happen, do we have you decided on what we're gonna do about a tree lighting?
Let me put this out there as well. So I've already kind of bounced off of Chris and his guys as far as the Christmas lights and stuff. Now, we may have to think outside the box, but I think I can get the Christmas tree up and I think I can get the lights up. Now, how we look at it from there, I don't really know. I don't know if it's maybe an outside event this year. I'm not exactly sure how it.
Well, you have to be at the Santa inside.
We're thinking worst case scenario. If I can get the tree up and the lights up, we're thinking, what if?
Yeah.
To where we don't have to pivot so much to think of, because we all know how much you guys like to have it there. And we're still pushing forward to try to make that happen for you. And that's kind of where we're pushing for. Now, I know Brent has said, hey, we can move it over to here and it would keep you guys inside, but.
So we've always, so it's always been over there. I know you guys love it over there. That's tradition. I feel like that's where it's always, you've decorated out there for decades. Would we love it here? Yeah, we would love to have it over here. I feel like we can do so much more as far as entertainment can go. But that's ultimately up to you guys. If you want it over here, me and my staff will make it happen. But if you want it over there too, we'll make it happen over there. I figured with the unveiling of the city building, that's where you would probably want to have it. But in the future, yeah, I would love to have it over here at the rec center in the future. Whether you have a tree over there and we have one here, if we buy another one, I don't know if that's in the cards, but I think to have it over here. So that night, after the tree lighting, we are doing the movie here at 7:15. So we're going to hopefully transition people from over there to over here for the movie night. So yeah, it's ultimately up to you all, what you want to do. I don't want to tell you one way or another. I would lean you this way, but I understand if you want it to be. I know Shirley loves to come out of her house and see that Christmas tree.
Well, that's our main building.
Right.
That's our focal point. They would have to drive over here to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna be in favor of it being over there.
Well,
And
he's
then-
talking about having 2 trees, so you'd
Yeah.
still see the tree and all
Yeah.
the stuff. You just wouldn't have the actual.
I'll always be a no on that.
Okay. And that's understandable.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. So we can, like we're gonna try to do, we're gonna have it over there and push people over here for a movie.
Yep.
Maybe we can do a little festive thing after that over here where there's more room and more things that we can add to that. So, but I understand lighting the Christmas tree up over there. I totally understand that.
And we don't have a problem getting people over here after trick or treat.
Right.
I mean.
So it can happen. I mean, if we promote it correctly and do it right, yes, we can absolutely have people over here ready to go. So, as far as the kitchen goes, let's get back to that. There's always been a kitchenette here. As far as I know, I don't know if there's ever been a stove here. I guess I don't know what that looks like with hoods and, those kind of things. I don't know if that would work with the ceiling above us. You would maybe know more than that than I would. But as far as in the vision plan, that was actually kind of, I think, set aside to turn it into the maintenance closet. But with all this going on, we moved that up there. So it does leave this room back open. I think with the rentals that we do here, it is warranted to have the sinks put back in, an ice machine, if we so desire, in the cabinets and stuff. I don't know if we need as many cabinets because I don't feel like they got used necessarily like what was in there. But yeah, maybe some updated refrigerators, nicer sinks, nicer cabinets, that kind of stuff. So I think we can do that. Yes. Any other questions?
No?
Good.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, that's all the staff. Okay, city manager, anything further to report?
Excuse me, I have no additional items, Mayor, thank you.
Law director, anything further to report?
No, Mayor, thank you.
Finance director, anything further to report?
No, Mayor, thank you.
Clerk of council, anything further to report?
No, thank you, Mayor.
Miss Allen, do you have anything to report?
Yes, I'd like to send condolences out to the Hicks family for the tragic passing of Kenny. And also, I want to congratulate the Recreation Department for the successful Boo Bash.
Yes. Ms. Marcus?
I'd also like to send condolences out to the family of Kenny Hicks. Also, Mrs. Allen and I attended First Year Suburbs last night. It was a lecture by the Ohio Municipal League. Unfortunately, I can't say that we really got a whole lot out of it because they tried to cover too much stuff at one time and without any real explanation on most of it. You can't do hundreds of items in like an hour and a half. And it was interesting meeting people and stuff. We got more, I think, out of talking to other people from other cities, but it was a good meeting. Thank you.
Ms. Witt?
Yes, also, I would like to send condolences out to Dave and his family with such a tragic thing. Anyway, Kenny was a great friend of mine. That's all.
Mr. Miller?
Want to thank Brent's department, but all the departments did a great job on the Boo Bash. And also, thank you to all of the businesses, some churches, and other organizations, because you had a great variety of volunteerism there that gave out treat bags to the kids. So it was a real nice community effort. Also, condolences to the Hicks family on the passing of Kenny. And also, congratulations to our city planner, Nick, and his wife, Bailey, on the birth of Beckett, his new son, last week. And anyone that loves Moraine history, Liberty at MVCC and I just put 3-4 more Moraine Historical Minute shows on Spectrum Channel 6. So we've got 37 Moraine Historical Minute shows now that we've done over the past 5 or 6 years. And it gives you just some real brief 2 or 3 minute snippets of past Moraine history. So we hope the community enjoys that. Thank you.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes, I'd like to send my condolences out to the Hicks family for their loss of Kenny. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, mine's at the very end. So right at this time, I state that an executive session is needed to decide placement for new commission members who were interviewed last month. I need to ask for a motion to go into executive session with business to follow.
I'll make a motion that we go into executive session with business to follow.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Oh, we're going in there.
yeah, on the 500,000 square foot.
Yeah, they weren't happy with me,
Yeah.
Thank you.
but Germantown's getting the raised money. That's how I looked at it.
They were calling me saying, hey, Mike, I got women that don't want to look out the window and see.
Okay. Well, I call this meeting of Moraine City Council back to order at 6:53.
Mayor, I'd like to request that council add 2 resolutions to their agenda this evening. The first would be Resolution 8180-25, a resolution making an appointment to the Planning Commission. So if we could just have a vote to add that to the agenda.
I'll make a motion that we add resolution 8180-25 to the agenda for the law director's request.
You've heard the motion. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes?
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
And the second resolution is 8181-25, which is a resolution making an appointment to the Board of Zoning Appeals, excuse me. So we just need a motion and vote to add that to the agenda, and then we can make the appointments once they're added to the agenda.
I'll make a motion to add resolution 8181-25 to the agenda per the law director's request.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes?
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
And then going in numbered order, 8180-25 is a resolution approving the appointment of, to the Planning Commission. We would just need a motion as to who council would like to appoint to the Planning Commission.
I'll make a motion that we add Jeffrey Hamilton, or appoint Jeffrey Hamilton.
No. I think it was Jacqueline Long.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Your BZA.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll make a recommendation, we appoint Jacqueline Long to the Planning Commission.
What's the first one on?
Make a motion.
You've heard the motion. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes?
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
The second resolution is 8181-25, a resolution approving the appointment of, to the Board of Zoning Appeals, and then we just need a motion for that particular appointment.
Okay, I make a motion to add Jeffrey Hamilton to the Board of Zoning Appeals to appoint him.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes?
Mayor Murphy?
Yes. Okay, all done. There's anything else on mine? I would like, well, everyone's gone. That's okay. I would like to say I did go to Boo Bash, and I had a wonderful time. I love seeing how we had over 900 kids come through, all the vendors that participated in it. It was wonderful. The food trucks were good. The outside, sitting outside in that grass was really nice in that. So I really enjoyed that. I'd like to congratulate Nick on his son. And tonight I got to do Hyphen Innovations. We had a ribbon cutting there, and it was, it's going to be a really nice business going in for the city of Moraine. Really pleased to have them. And I would also like to thank the Miami Valley Communications Council for broadcasting this meeting live, as well as any future rebroadcast. This regular council meeting is adjourned at 6:57. You should have. You didn't hit.